Hi guys, during your citizenship interview, depending on the interviewer, they may ask you word definitions when asking the yes or no questions. We will be providing you full word definitions based on the new edition of the form N400, which comes with the 37 questions. The definitions of each vocabulary in this video are very simple and short enough so you can memorize them in a short time. Let's start with the first word.
Claim.
To say something is true. To say something is true.
Claim to be a U.S. citizen.
To state you are a U.S. citizen. To state you are a U.S. citizen.
Owe.
To have a debt. To have a debt.
Register.
To sign up. To sign up.
Owe taxes.
To owe the government money. To owe the government money.
Vote.
To elect new leaders. To elect new leaders.
Overdue.
Past a deadline. Past a deadline.
Communist Party.
Like China, North Korea. Like China, North Korea.
Non-resident alien.
A person who has not passed the green card test. A person who has not passed the green card test.
Advocate.
To support. To support.
Totalitarian Party.
Government controls everything and people have no power. Government controls everything and people have no power.
Overthrow.
To remove a government from power. To remove a government from power.
Assassination.
An action of killing someone. An action of killing someone.
Sabotage.
To destroy something. To destroy something.
Kidnap.
To take someone away illegally. To take someone away illegally.
Incite.
To encourage. To encourage.
Hijack.
To stop and steal a moving airplane. To stop and steal a moving airplane.
Genocide.
To kill a whole race. To kill a whole race.
Torture.
To hurt someone physically. To hurt someone physically.
National origin.
Where a person is from. Where a person is from.
Police unit.
A group that protects community. A group that protects community.
Military unit.
A group that works for government. A group that works for government.
Vigilante unit.
A group acts like the police, but are not the police. A group acts like the police, but are not the police.
Paramilitary unit.
Like a military group, but is not official. Like a military group, but is not official.
Guerrilla group.
A group uses weapons to attack the government. A group uses weapons to attack the government.
Self-defense unit.
A group protects a place. A group protects a place.
Prison.
A place where prisoners are kept. A place where prisoners are kept.
Rebel group.
A group fights a government. A group fights a government.
Prison camp.
A place to keep enemy soldiers. A place to keep enemy soldiers.
Jail.
A place where prisoners are kept. A place where prisoners are kept.
Detained.
Held in custody by police. Held in custody by police.
Labor camp.
A place to force people to work. A place to force people to work.
Threaten.
To warn, to hurt someone. To warn, to hurt someone.
Detention facility.
A place where people are forced to stay. A place where people are forced to stay.
Weapons training.
To learn how to use a gun. To learn how to use a gun.
Recruit.
To ask. To ask.
Weapon.
Like a knife or gun. Like a knife or gun.
Paramilitary training.
Learning to fight in combat. Learning to fight in combat.
Conscript.
To require someone to join the army. To require someone to join the army.
Military type training.
Learning to fight in combat. Learning to fight in combat.
Enlist.
To sign up in the armed forces. To sign up in the armed forces.
Hostilities.
Fighting in a war. Fighting in a war.
Offense.
A minor crime. A minor crime.
Cited.
Given a ticket by police. Given a ticket by police.
Crime.
In action that breaks the law. In action that breaks the law.
Commit a crime.
To do something that breaks the law. To do something that breaks the law.
Suspended sentence.
Delaying of a sentence. Delaying of a sentence.
Confined.
To be kept in a place. To be kept in a place.
Arrested.
Handcuffed by the police. Handcuffed by the police.
Probation.
To report to an officer regularly instead of jail time. To report to an officer regularly instead of jail time.
Charged.
Police tell you that you did something illegal. Police tell you that you did something illegal.
Procure.
To find someone for sex. To find someone for sex.
Manufacture.
To make something. To make something.
Parole.
The early release of a prisoner. The early release of a prisoner.
Prostitute.
Someone who has sex for money. Someone who has sex for money.
Cultivate.
To grow plants. To grow plants.
Dispense.
To supply something. To supply something.
Controlled substances.
You can buy it with a prescription, but with restrictions. You can buy it with a prescription, but with restrictions.
Produce.
To make something. To make something.
Illegal drugs or narcotics.
Like heroin or cocaine. Like heroin or cocaine.
Distribute.
To supply something. To supply something.
Drug paraphernalia.
Equipment to make illegal drugs. Equipment to make illegal drugs.
Smuggle.
To take things to a country illegally. To take things to a country illegally.
Gamble.
To play a game for money. To play a game for money.
Immigration benefit.
Things like a visa, green card, or citizenship. Things like a visa, green card, or citizenship.
Misrepresentation.
To lie or give wrong information. To lie or give wrong information.
Dependent.
Someone who relies on another person. Someone who relies on another person.
False.
Not true. Not true.
Pay alimony.
To pay money to ex-spouse after a divorce. To pay money to ex-spouse after a divorce.
Misleading.
Giving the wrong idea. Giving the wrong idea.
Public benefit.
Welfare, like food stamps. Welfare, like food stamps.
Admission into the United States.
The right to enter the United States. The right to enter the United States.
Fraudulent.
To claim something that is not true. To claim something that is not true.
Lie.
To say something that is not true. To say something that is not true.
Rescission.
To take back a decision. To take back a decision.
Selective service.
Services in armed forces under law. Services in armed forces under law.
Deportation proceedings.
Process of removing a person. Process of removing a person.
Drafted.
Being selected as a soldier. Being selected as a soldier.
Deport.
To force a person to leave a country. To force a person to leave a country.
Avoid being drafted.
To prevent being selected as a soldier. To prevent being selected as a soldier.
Court-martialed.
To go to military court. To go to military court.
Discharge.
A soldier leaves the military. A soldier leaves the military.
U.S. Armed Forces.
U.S. military, Navy, Air Force. U.S. military, Navy, Air Force.
Desert.
To abandon. To abandon.
Alien.
Not a U.S. citizen. Not a U.S. citizen.
Order of nobility.
Like king or queen. Like king or queen.
Constitution.
It is the supreme law of the land. It is the supreme law of the land.
Hereditary title.
A royal title like prince or princess. A royal title like prince or princess.
Form of government of the United States.
Republic. Republic.
Non-combatant services.
Services that do not involve combat. Services that do not involve combat.
Civilian direction.
A direction from a person who is not in the military. A direction from a person who is not in the military.
Civilian.
A person who is not in the military. A person who is not in the military.
Oath of allegiance.
A promise to be loyal to the United States. A promise to be loyal to the United States.
Work of national importance.
Tasks that are important to a nation. Tasks that are important to a nation.
Bear arms.
To own or use a gun. To own or use a gun.